friends, welcome back to another episode of Two Idiot Girls. Woo! How you doing?
Good.
Much better than last week, huh?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on there. I will say, though, on a serious note, thank you all for your very, very sweet comments and DMs about that episode. I genuinely love and appreciate all of you very, very much. Everybody was so sweet to me about that, which I enjoy. It's a nice little breath of fresh air, if you will. Because, you know, it's been a minute since I've had to field hate from two directions at the same time. One is always consistent. The other one is not. So that's why when I have both just shooting water at me and I got to plug both holes, it's a little exhausting, but I appreciate y'all holding space for me. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Feeling better this week though. I will say, when one subsided, the other one was the same. Being harassed by a 50-year-old man
By
on
50-year-old
TikTok.
man.
By 50-year-old man on TikTok. That I'm used to.
That's light work.
That's you know, that's
Another day.
That's in the sandbox with me, bitch. Personally. Just to comment on that, because I've been seeing lots of people make videos defending me, which I appreciate. Here's what I have to say about that. I am not beefing with that man. He is harassing me because he's jealous of my career. He wants to be famous so badly. More specifically, he wants to be famous for being funny, which he's neither of those two things. He is not famous nor funny.
Other 50-year-old man on TikTok, they call him, they refer to him as a comedian.
He refers to himself as a comedian, and then he's now using anime references to say he's gonna get me with roasts about anime. Again, you're divorced, so one dude made a video saying once you brought his personal life into it, you lost.
All he's doing is talking about your personal life, though.
But me woman.
But that 50-year-old man.
But he 50-year-old man.
Yeah, and you 50-year-old woman.
Yeah, me man, according to him. Me man, according to him. Big and bigger man, better man by that measure.
But me also man.
Me also man, but me man more.
But
me as man make more money. Me as man, me as man get more pussy. Me as man have more fame.
Man.
Me as man though. When me as man, he literally is trying to market another dog shit fucking song about me where he's calling me a man the whole time.
Okay.
He called me transmission. It's a transphobic joke about me being a man.
Okay.
Right. That's it. And it's funny because
I don't think I'm not offended if people call me trans, so I don't understand.
Yeah, no, same. That's why I'm saying you cannot hit me with something that doesn't bother me. Does that make sense? So
because what they're saying doesn't make sense. So yes.
Yeah, it's very nonsensical in many ways. It's bad on top of that. Just objectively speaking, it's not good. And as someone who actually does get paid to be funny for a living, I can confidently tell you. I saw in the comments of someone defending me, someone said Drew has been co-signed and revered by some of the funniest people in the industry right now.
Yes.
Right. And I don't know if you guys know this, but funny people don't tell unfunny people they're funny. They never say that. I know I'm funny, but obviously when people who are also very funny give me a cosign, it's a period. You know what I mean?
Right.
Caleb's an obvious one, but even people like Bob the drag queen, Bianca Del Rio, oh, I would love to see that man try to go toe to toe with Bianca Del Rio. And that's
I
want to
watch her and Caleb in the same room. It would be that
it would be when the atoms touch each other, nuclear explosion.
I was gonna say it would be that scene in Challengers where they're just watching Zendaya.
Yeah, you're just dead ass for real.
You want to watch what's the big game that's on right now? That tennis game. What's it called?
The U.S. Open?
Yeah, I kept calling it the Great Open. I was like, that's not what it's called.
The Great Beyond?
So I was like, a great white shark? No, that would be
I got invited
What is it called?
The U.S. Open.
U.S. I keep saying great.
Yeah.
Just because it's so great to me. Okay.
Oh, it's so great. I got invited to US Open stuff. This year I wish I got to go. I couldn't.
Dang.
It conflicted
I
with
want to
stuff.
drink that melon ball drink like my life depends on it.
I got invited by a couple brands to go do their stuff at US
Rats.
Open. I was like, damn. I couldn't because it was conflicting with my schedule, but hopefully next year. This is me putting my pussy in the wind to host something at US Open because I would love to, because I have a question queued up for you. TM, nobody steal this. This is mine. Literally, if I got to interview people at the US Open, whether they're a tennis player or not, right?
I don't know,
because a lot of famous people go to the US Open.
Do they let them interview tennis players? I don't think I've ever seen.
I mean, they do interviews. I don't know if they do like carpets, but like, they have they have a lot of celebrities who go to.
Yeah.
I literally want to ask them, what would be your grunt when you hit the ball?
Yeah.
Like, let me hear it. I'll show you one, and then you
You're
rate
doing
mine.
a red carpet thing later in a couple weeks. You should ask that on the carpet. That's funny.
I could, but it has nothing to do with
If the Great US Open is still on at that time, you can ask them.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, that's true.
Because it's topical.
That is true, but I want to say, like, give me your best grunt. I'll rate it out of 10, and then I'm gonna show you mine, and you rate mine out of 10.
Like,
but my other question would be, if I was interviewing tennis players specifically, I was gonna ask them, can you rate my grunt?
Okay, I like that.
And then each player or each person I interview, I'm gonna do a different one and see if they get different ones. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be like. Or
I
I'd
was
be
gonna
like,
say, y'all would have hated us in high school watching us play Wii tennis.
oh yeah,
Like, we move
that's half the fun.
We move everything out of the living room, and you have to play, and it's just the two of us playing.
Yeah,
And you have to play like you're actually being serious,
and I'm swinging,
and you have to grind
like for real, and
Yeah.
I'm going like every time. Or you do a
TikTok of the girls.
exactly
Short little one, bro.
yeah, or I'd be like. It's funny. That's why nobody steal that. But anyways, what were we saying? We were talking about the Great Beyond, the Great Beyond, the Great US Open Beyond.
That's why I keep thinking about it, because the Great British Baking Show, I'm so glad you asked me.
Oh my God.
Has come back. We have not watched it because we did not realize it came out yesterday. We're filming this on Saturday, so we will watch it today. And if y'all thought you were mad when The Summer I Turned Pretty was on, you're gonna be even more mad.
Oh, and let me tell you something. No one's gonna bully me about that show.
No.
That show's my show. I don't care what anybody fucking says. Nobody's gonna bully me about that show. That show is mine. I don't care about The Summer I Turned Pretty. But I am excited to watch the Great British Baking Show. I did catch up on Chief of War. If anyone else is keeping up on Chief of War, it's this last one. Oh my God, moved me to tears. It made me sick to my stomach. I was so sick to my stomach, and it made me cry. But it's getting really good now. There is still a little bit of staring, a little bit too much of staring, but it is winding down. For sure it is, because they have a lot to cover at this point.
Sure.
But this last one was crazy. And what else was I gonna say? Oh, also I watched K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, okay. Wait,
did.
you did tell me this. Okay.
I watched K-pop Demon Hunters. Honestly, team, I really enjoyed it, but I'll tell you this, it felt like we were sprinting to the end.
Yes.
I wanted to spend more time with them, to be quite real with you. I felt like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Okay. Oh my God, it's over. Like, that's how it felt watching it.
I feel that.
And I'm sure that's on Netflix's part, to be honest. Like, I'm sure it was like a crunching down of things to try and like get it out there.
It is their most watched movie of all time.
In the history of
Do you
Netflix,
know what
I know
was
it's
before
nuts.
that was Red Notice. Is that the one with The Rock and all those people?
No.
Who's in Red Notice?
I think that's
No, it is. It's with Ryan Reynolds, The Rock, and
Oh, really?
And Gal Gadot. Yeah. Anyways, and that movie was not good. Sorry to my uncle The Rock, it was not good.
I haven't seen it,
and I have no comment on the other two people.
Yeah,
but shout out to K-pop Demon Hunters.
No, K-pop Demon Hunters was so tea, honestly, bitch. And like when they were doing the meet and greet together, and then they were all like establishing dynamics, I was like, yeah, let's get into it. Never got to see them together again. What the fuck is that? So I'm hopeful that there's another one, because I would like to see more.
Okay.
And and then I was like, how long was that movie? Like, I went and looked, it was like an hour 25, which feels so fucking short. Like, but it was action packed. Also, the animation was so sick, and the girls are so fucking tea. Like, they look so fucking cute. Like, all their fits in their hair. I'm loving it. Also, I thought Rumi looked so sick with the little.
All right, friends, we're gonna take a quick little break, and this is with our friends at Audible. So y'all know that me and Drew are huge fans of audiobooks, so we're so excited to be partnering with Audible. Audible's romance collection has something to satisfy every side of you. When it comes to what romance you're into, you can't be pinned down unless you want to be. Here's your invitation to have it all. Fancy a dalliance with a duke or perhaps a sexy billionaire? Find a book boyfriend or girlfriend or partner or significant other in the city and another on the hockey field. Or if nothing on this earth satisfies, you can always find love in another realm. Hear modern rom-coms from authors like Lily Chu and Ali Hazelwood, the latest romantasy series from Rebecca Yarros, and Regency favorites like Bridgerton and Outlander, plus all the really steamy stuff, which I know you freaks want more of, so make sure you lock into Audible. Your first great love story is free when you sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com/2idiotgirls. I talked about this last time, but our other co-host, Drew, she has an audiobook called Loud, and it's on Audible. And on August 26th, there will be an extra new chapter for her audiobook Loud, which you can listen to. And she narrates the whole thing, so why wouldn't you not want to listen to that audiobook? I think it sounds really fun. So yeah, make sure you get your free 30-day trial at audible.com/2idiotgirls. Now back to the episode.
Like veins or whatever the fuck. The mark.
Yeah.
The mark of the beast.
Right.
I thought she looked so tea with that.
I thought we were going to learn. Well, we do learn one of her parents is
a demon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
she's half demon.
Yes.
I think that's like the lore of it, but I don't think that's explained in the movie.
No, I think it's just assumed.
Which is why, like, when Carrie said, when he gave his soul, she was like, well, like, what? When did you say you were going to give? How did you get it back? All right. And then it was over.
I was one sexy gummy deep watching that movie that I don't remember that part at all.
Carrie's watched it 2 billion times, so. But that big fat blue cat, that thing reminds me of tuna. That is literally how it feels to live with tuna, that thing.
Me and Carrie are the bird and the cat in that movie.
That big, if you're curious what it's like to be around tuna, it's that big blue cat. Like, the way he's just like staring all the time, and he's like, ugh. That's very tuna core. And I was like, honestly, when they started getting close, like her and what's the guy's name? Jin? I think Rumi, and I think his name is Jinyu or Jin. When they were getting close and then they sing their little song together and then they were floating in the sky, I was like, are they floating for real, or are they floating like, is this just in their heads? I'm assuming in their heads.
Are they floating for real?
Like, well, because like at certain points I thought they could fly.
It's a movie. Is it Genu?
Genu, yeah, okay. That's how I knew it. No, they're so tea though. Like all of them together, like how they gave the pink girl the 2 guys with the pink hair. I was like, yeah, let's get into that. So also, I would say it's marketed for kids on there. Like it says kids, and it's
kind of
PG.
Scary.
No, it is. It's very adult in this, and they always say kill. I'm gonna kill the demons. They're not saying like we got to get rid
Banish,
of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like I'm gonna kill you, and then they're using little swords. So I was like, okay. And then also like when they're looking at the sexy man, and they're like, ooh, you know what I mean? I was like, for kids, sure, but for adults, for sure. Also, the music is fire. So I'll say I don't like the Saja boys nearly as much as I like the girls. Huntrix, obviously. Obviously, I'm Team Huntrix. I
feel like the way you're talking about I feel like I've never seen this movie before. I need to. I don't want to rewatch it.
I just watched it.
I might need to.
And that Golden song gets stuck in my head so easily.
I know, me too.
All the time. But honestly, I was a huge fan. I hope they come out with more. I hope they're longer.
I hope they do a little spin-off show. I think that would be so
I know.
cute.
I hope they expand the world and give me more tea about it. Like, I would love to see more. So I hope they spend a lot more time on the next one, because I guarantee they're going to put out more, especially given the success of it. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Donnie was onto something.
Yeah, the boy put us on.
I really enjoyed it. It was very fun. It was a fun watch. And
we also both watched the Catfish documentary on Netflix.
That one was nuts. I told Billy, I was like, dude, let's watch this one. I had only seen one person talk about it when I watched it.
Me too. And then I forgot. Well, as I was watching it, I was like, fuck, I think I already know who the Catfish is, because Grayson made a skit about pretending to be. Oh, but she didn't describe the movie. But when I was watching it, I go, I wonder if that's about that movie, and it was. So
well, and to be fair, like spoiler if you haven't watched it yet. I literally thought from the beginning, I was like, it has to be one of the parents. Like that was my theory. But the way they got there, I was still gagged. Like watching the ending, I was still gagged. Like My money, pretty
quick.
Why
would the FBI be the only person, that guy, why would he be the only one to think, send me all the numbers?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming because the cops don't have that kind of
they have forensic people who analyze like data like that.
No, maybe not in their town though, because their town is fucking this big.
True.
He's
but like wouldn't you be like, hey, like I can't, that makes the most sense. I can't look at that.
Well, you have to listen. In my opinion, like, let me tell you something. If that was my mom, like if I was the one getting fucking harassed, let me tell you something. My mom would be mayor of that city at this point. My mom would be mayor of this city and would have established a new deputy police chief. Like my mom would have replaced that entire student board. Like my mom would have replaced everybody at that point. The principal, yeah. And my point, and I think the only parent that was like that was the boys. Yeah, his mom was relentless, which is what you have to be.
We're not done. Yeah.
To the point where even the superintendent started being like, they started being nuts. Yeah, you would too, bitch, if your kid was being harassed like that. Like you're fucking nuts. And honestly though, like I'm nuts enough that if that were my child, I would start texting them, meet me somewhere so I can beat the shit out of you. Like I would have been like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, or I would have just started swinging on kids.
I also kept thinking, why don't they change their phone numbers?
I kept thinking that too.
But see, you know what? Honestly though,
because the other mom was,
well, it wouldn't have mattered because it was the mom.
Well, yeah. Well, that's why
her son's mom. I would have been like, I'm changing his number, and no one gets to have it, and he has a dumb phone now. Yeah, and it's to call me. That's it.
Yeah, we're literally. Done. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, and also too, like
the way they glazed over the mom texting his girlfriend who lives an hour away.
I can't believe they didn't revisit that either. I thought the same shit.
Right. I saw so many people, they said The Cut did a really big article on it.
I know.
I watched so many videos on it. I think you sent them to me, but like it has way more information in it. But like, I don't know.
Well, which proves my point.
I don't think that it was Munchausen.
I have
Munchausen.
Hunchmausen.
Trying to hunch in your mousen. I thought, I was like, no, she has a crush on the son.
I thought so too.
Yeah, and she's jealous of her daughter. That's why she's harassing her. Yeah, and she wants to be with him.
Well, and I thought that too because he was the only one she wasn't harassing. Like in terms of like looks. Yeah, like I was like, this has to do with that boy. Like that, like someone is obsessed with that boy, and it is that mother. I will say too,
it is that mother,
and it is that mother. And if I was his mom, let me tell you something. If the minute the police chief called me, I'd be like, okay, thank you for telling me. Hang up. I would have got my keys. I would have gotten my car. I would have drove. As I'm pulling up to her house, I would have called my husband and I would have told him, I'm going to catch a charge. I need you to meet me with bail. And I would have gotten out. I would have left my car running. I would have gotten out. I would have kicked in that trailer door.
We're going to take a quick little break, and this is with our friends at SeatGeek. So I am so excited to see either Lady Gaga Mayhem Ball Tour or the tour that Chaperone is going on very, very soon, which is why I want to give the sponsor of today's video, SeatGeek, a huge shout out. With over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and more. Right now, you can get tickets to Lorde, Billie Eilish, Sabrina Carpenter, Tate McRae, and so much more. I love using SeatGeek to use, I told you guys this a million times, this is how we got to see the Sweat Tour. I could not believe how easy it was to find the tickets on there. They have them highlighted on like which ones have good views and whatever. You download them on the app, you scan in, you're in the venue. It's so fast. You could literally do it the day of. SeatGeek has your back. Each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so you know you're getting a good deal. So look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. Get those plans out of the group chat this fall and use code IDIOT10 for 10% off your SeatGeek tickets. That's 10% off tickets with promo code IDIOT10. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. Thank you so much, SeatGeek. Now back to the episode.
I would have beat the brakes off that hoe. I would have beat that bitch so bad, and I would have called the cops on myself. Right. And then I would have been like, you can take me away. I beat the shit out of her. It was me. I'd be like, and I'll take whatever charge you give me. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Like the fact that even the dad, when the dad found out and the dad was like, you need to go somewhere else because I fear what I'll do once they leave.
Yeah. And then he was telling her when he goes, she has another phone.
Yeah. Did she tell you about the other phone? Dog. And
is he still with the mom? I don't think so, right?
No, fuck no. I thought the cop handled it so poorly. I thought, like, why are you giving this woman like empathy in this moment? Like, the first thing you should have done was handcuff that hoe, put her in the car, then told the daughter when her dad got home.
Search warrant. They didn't have anything else. Like the.
I just can't believe that's not a crime. It is it not? Like, is that not a grind? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but I guess she has to want to press charges, and if she doesn't, she doesn't.
Well, she's a minor, so I don't know where it falls to.
The dad.
Yeah.
And her, but like my point, I just don't think they're pursuing it at all. Probably because it was so traumatizing, which I don't blame them for. But like, it's just so sad. Like, I was like
she did that for a year and a half. A year and or almost, like, they said 19 months.
My mom's my biggest op. I saw a TikTok yesterday that was like, realizing I'm lucky because at least my mom called me a bitch to my face. And didn't try to text harass me for fucking 2 years.
It's crazy.
Fucking nuts. I feel so bad for her. I feel so bad for that. I feel bad for the son too, like the kid. But like, I'm a little confused why he hates her. I don't know. It's not her fault. But I understand though, like not wanting anything to do with that family because I think that's fair.
Well, I feel like I saw in a TikTok or something about like the different articles and stuff that have been written about it. I feel like there's theories that they think she was in on it, the daughter.
Damn, I don't think that's. I don't think that's
I wonder
true.
if that's why. Maybe I'm not saying she is. I'm saying that there were, but so maybe that's why he didn't want to.
I think it's just all of it, which I get. Yeah. It's just all of it. Like it's so awful and scary and weird.
Like, yeah, and she bullied the other girl, the bully. But then I was like, but that girl is also a bully, is she not?
And her parents were bullies, and I said the same shit when I watched it with Billy. I told her, I was like, that girl's a bully. You can tell, even if she's not the one who did that. Yeah. And her parents too. Like, first of all, the dad's a cop. And the mom looks exactly like the daughter. But the way that they talked about it with such like disdain, as if like it's that daughter's fault, as if it's the dad's fault. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, it's possible that some people act on their own and don't involve their family in their terrible doings. Like, I really don't think the daughter was involved in it at all because it fucking started when she was in like 8th grade.
I know.
So like, I sincerely fucking doubt actually that's true because the mom clearly had a very weird, disgusting obsession with that boy. So like, it is 1000% her fault. Like, it is no one else's fault in my opinion. And it's just fucking tragic. Like, you just financially and mentally and physically devastate your own family. Mm-hmm. And then you're going on camera and you're telling people, well, people drunk drive. So
yeah, for her to compare it to that is
you're nutty. Fucking nuts, bro. And karma is gonna come and get you.
All the clips of her looking at her phone, I'm like, why would you guys not tell her she was making that face?
I'm glad they didn't. Because that's what she looked like doing that shit. That's what she looked like. You look dumb as hell.
What was the one we were laughing at?
You look goofy as fuck. Oh yeah. The text is my tits, his face. That's the one I kept saying.
And creamy kept making me
and
laugh.
Yeah, making me so creamy. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? It makes it even more disgusting because you're a 50-year-old woman and you're typing my tits, his face, finger in the pussy. You don't want to put fingers in your pussy. What the fuck, girl?
He's breaking up with you because you don't give BJs. You won't give BJ.
But I would give him BJs. Yeah. He's going to come and get them all night long.
You won't give blowies. What are you saying?
That's why I said my tits, his face.
No. Prison for life.
No, dead ass, bro. And I pray for that girl. I pray she makes it out okay, like in terms of just general overall health and wellness. Like, it's so tragic and traumatizing. It's fucking terrible. And I hope that people are holding space for like the daughter being like, I miss my mom, I love my mom, blah blah blah. Like, sometimes like people are, you know, it's like hard to process things like that. Like, it would be a lot harder to admit your mom would do something like that than it would be to be like, wow, my mom hates me. Like, I hope people are holding space for that because some people are being really judgmental about her, and I'm like,
the only one we should be hating on is that mom. Sorry.
Is the grown adult who did this for 2 years and terrorized families. Like, what the fuck?
And was still love bombing her daughter after.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, and also she's still a minor. Like, let's all relax and take the brakes off, like take the gas off her. Like, she didn't deserve any of that.
Yeah, the only person we should be hating is the mom, not even the bully or her parents. Like,
no, like,
mom.
I mean, yeah, they're bullies, sure, but like, I mean, like in this particular instance, we're talking about harassment. Yeah, what the fuck? That's crazy. That one was just nuts. I watched. I was trying to think what else I've watched.
I was gonna say I finally caught up on The Great North.
Oh, nice.
And then I restarted Insecure. I already finished season 1. And then because those are things I've been obsessed with this week. Oh, I read We Were Liars. The twist really caught me off guard. I think you would like it. It's a really fast read.
Nice.
But I also felt confused by a bunch of things. So I might be reading the sequel. I think there's 3 of them. Yeah. I'm starting a book club with my friends, so we might be doing that. And if I do end up
what friends? We're already in a book club.
Oh, well, you guys only read fairy fuck books.
That's not true. Carrie's in there.
The book club is literally Carrie and Abby.
I was like, Carrie's in there. She doesn't just read those.
No, I know. And then so I might do that book next. And then I just started.
And we mostly read fantasy books.
Sorry, fantasy books. Yeah.
There's not a lot of fucking in some of them, but
no, sorry. I call it that to be annoying, but like no. So they do read a lot of romantasy novels, if you will. Which isn't my tea, and that's okay.
Yeah.
I still like to be in the group chat to know what's going on. But I just started, I'm like a third of the way through Atmosphere, which I really like so far. It's about astronauts and lesbians.
Nice.
And it's written by the same lady that did Evelyn Hugo, so that one's really good. And then what else have I been obsessed with? Oh, I've been listening to The Beach's new album every day. It's so good. I love it.
Them.
Okay.
Love them. Well, they're the best.
I think those are all my things I've been obsessed with this week. I'm trying to think of.
I watched the Ohio State documentary.
The one I told you about?
Yeah.
The wrestler one?
Mm-hmm.
That one's on HBO.
So sad.
That one is crazy. Yeah.
So sad. It was really good.
It was really sad.
It was put together really, really well. But oh my God, devastating. So sad. What else have I watched?
I know, I'm trying to think. I think that's it.
I've been watching new things recently, team. I have been watching new things. Look at me. I watch a lot of documentaries. But when I'm watching new things, but I've also, like I said, watched K-pop Demon Hunters. Mm-hmm. I was like, some of these I gotta just watch. I gotta get into it. I've also been rewatching Elemental lately. I've been going to sleep watching that movie lately.
You okay?
Yeah, when it's Soul is when you should start worrying about me.
Every time I go through something really hard, I always watch Soul.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta watch that movie.
I gotta lock back in.
Yeah, when I feel lost, if you feel lost as fuck, watch that movie.
Yes,
I'm telling you. Or feel any sort of like, like you have no direction or whatever right now, like, or you're feeling a little afloat.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great watch. And then The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Yes.
The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Sorry, I was trying to find this DM that I got from someone today that was talking about that we talk too much shit on white women, and it makes her feel isolated.
Well, everybody knows they're the most oppressed group in the world.
Oh, here it is. Okay. Hey, darling, jump scare. Mind you, doesn't follow me.
Darling is so condescending.
I'm a white girl. I love listening to your podcast. Doesn't follow me. And I agree with most things you say, but I really resent the way you talk about white women.
Don't care.
Listening to your podcast makes me feel bad about the ethnicity that I am.
You're not that's not, I'll help you right now. That's not an ethnicity.
Hold on. It gets so much worse.
That's not what that is. That's race.
And I know that's something you're fighting against. I can't change.
Fighting against?
Like we're standing up against white. I don't know what she's talking about. Our platform has never been about fighting white women, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It's also never been fighting for white women specifically. Are you nuts?
So, and I know that's something you're fighting against. I can't change who I am. I was not born from slave owners. I want to listen to your podcast because y'all are so funny, but it's obvious you don't want me there. I wish y'all the best. I hope you guys start to realize that the world isn't against you.
Shut the fuck up.
And you can accept other ethnicities into your circle.
It's not an ethnicity, you fucking stupid bitch. And I can call you that because you're being a stupid bitch.
And you can accept other ethnicities into your circle without assuming the worst of them. Much love.
No, it's not. That wasn't sent with love. That was condescending and stupid. You sound stupid as fuck in that DM.
She doesn't follow me.
What's her name? Tell me her name. Kayla, if you're watching, that's the dumbest thing you could ever fucking send Indigenous women, especially an Indigenous lesbian. Are you fucking nuts?
And I'm looking at who you follow, who I follow. So you follow Drew. Go ahead and unfollow her.
Yeah. Wait, actually, let me see because I'm going to block her. Kayla.
Just do the first name, bro.
I'll say what the fuck your name is.
It's fine.
No, I'm honestly Kayla. Okay, no, let me go look because you probably sent me some head ass bullshit too.
So Kayla follows Drew, who's gonna block you right now. See what you guys are doing?
No, you're nuts.
You also follow nuts. You follow Teffy. Go. She's probably gonna block you too.
She also hates white women. Just so you know, not the fuck. Oh look, she sent me the exact same thing.
Okay.
The exact same message.
Are you gonna screenshot it?
She copy and pasted it.
Oh, here, I'll block her. There we go. Then we don't have to worry about it. Okay.
Yeah, you can't follow me
live and on film. You guys are gonna watch me block a white woman. Okay.
Yeah, I just blocked her. No, you got me fucked up. Yeah. Sending some bullshit ass like commentary like that. Are you fucking nuts? And also, you don't even know the difference between race. Do you know the difference between race and ethnicity? Clearly not, ho.
No.
The fuck? That's your race, bitch. Your race is fucking white. That's what you are.
I was not born from slave owners is one of the most insane things I've ever gotten in a DM.
And also racist as fuck. And also, how do you know? How do you fucking know, bitch? Where are you from?
Did your Mimi and your pee-pee tell you that?
Also, I'm so sick of white women trying to get me to feel bad for them when you choose to make poor decisions. Like when you choose like victimizing yourself like that shit is exactly like I said last week, like we both said, you're no different than the men who do that shit to us. You're literally no different than them. The fact that you think something like that is funny to say, like, or you think it comes off as anything other than white supremacist and righteous, like, you're fucking insane.
I hate
and it's not your fucking ethnicity. Your ethnicity is probably Irish or Scottish or some fucking bullshit like that, depending on where the fuck you're from.
Go be corny on your page, bro.
Dog, get the fuck away from me. Like, I'm so sick of like, and that's the thing is like, it's that it reminds me of that saying, like, it's not enough to be not racist, you have to be anti-racist.
Yeah.
Like, if you are a white person, you need to actively check the way you talk to people, the way you interact with people, the way that you consume people, the way that you do any of that shit, because unfortunately it is embedded in our society, right? Like
systemically, yeah.
Systemically, you have been conditioned to believe you are better than others, and it's easier for you to not see color, like the fuck you bitches try to say. I don't even see. Yeah, no, what a privilege it must be. It must be beautiful to not have to worry about that shit, huh? It must be fucking awesome. I don't have that.
But it's also another quick little break, and this is with our friends at Rula. So you all know that me and Drew are huge advocates for mental health and mental health support. So that's why we're so excited to be partnering with Rula. Finding a therapist is hard enough, but finding one who actually takes your insurance, that's where most online therapy platforms fall short. Many don't work with insurance at all, which means you're stuck paying the full cost out of pocket or paying for an expensive monthly subscription. Rula does things differently. They partner with over 100 insurance plans, making the average copay just $15 per session. That's real therapy from licensed professionals at a price that actually makes sense. Think about it. You use your insurance benefits to maintain your physical health, so why wouldn't you do the same for your mental health? And Rula isn't just affordable, the experience is tailored around you. Other online therapy platforms might match you with the first available provider, whether or not they're the right fit. Rula considers your goals, preferences, and background to provide you a curated list of licensed in-network therapists who are actually aligned with what you need, because they know that finding the right therapist can make all the difference. Go to rula.com/2idiotgirls to get started today. That's RULA.com/2idiotgirls for quality therapy that's covered by insurance. Thousands of people are already using Rula to get affordable, high-quality therapy that's actually covered by insurance. Visit rula.com/2idiotgirls to get started. After you sign up, you'll be asked how you heard about them. Please support our show and let them know we sent you. That's RULA.com/2idiotgirls. You deserve mental health care that works with you, not against your budget. Now back to the episode. But it's also, you guys, it's 2025. Go fucking read a book.
I'm not sitting here and explaining it to you. Yeah. Like, you're fucking blocked. You're copying and pasting some bullshit ass message to me like you know anything at all about anything ever. You're fucking insane. You're insane and you're entitled, and get the fuck off my shit.
I was gonna say, speaking of white women, have you seen that white girl? I made a video about this week where she was like, how many times a week do you guys shower? Because she was explaining, I only shower 2 times a week. And then
I worry about talking about this, but yeah.
Why?
Because it's me.
Well, I'm going to explain what she says next. So then she says in a follow-up video that she's like, and I hope this isn't racially insensitive. She's privated her account because this is a racist video that she made.
Well, then go ahead.
She goes, I just think, has no research to back this up. She's just thoughts from her brain. Watched her body 2 times a week brain. She said, I think culturally speaking, I think darker skin toned people have been brought up to think that they're dirtier. That's why you guys think it's more normal to shower every single day or multiple times a day. And then in the next video says, because people are like, well, don't you get sweaty? It's fucking summer. And she lives in San Diego. And she goes, I used to do HIIT classes, but I don't like feeling that sweaty. So I just do Pilates, which Pilates does make you sweaty. And she was saying that
even if you're not sweaty, you still stink, bitch. What the fuck? Like,
so she
if
said,
you don't sweat, you stink even more, actually.
And then she said that she doesn't shower as much because she doesn't need to. And she was saying,
according to you, or to others?
Her. And she was saying that she doesn't like how she feels when her skin's wet.
Well, yeah, of course not, because
you know that she doesn't wear lotion on top of everything. Yeah, no,
of course not, because you have microorganisms growing on your fucking skin, bitch.
You like cordyceps.
Yeah, bitch. What the fuck? The Last of Us is starting with you.
And then she made
patient
a video,
zero,
which is like with an audio. I saw it before. I don't remember what audio it was, but it was just words on the screen and her dancing, and she was saying, "You guys are so mad that I shower 2 times a week and I have a boyfriend and you don't."
Now what does that have to do with your stinky ass?
Now you're making me feel bad for a man?
What does that have to do with your stinky ass? And let me ask you this. Does he eat it? Is he eating your stinky fucking ass?
Like, I just think, because I've seen a few women today talking about this one time I hadn't showered and I went and had sex and I could smell myself while we were having sex. I just really think that we need to bring back journals and secrets, because why are we doing this?
Also, fuck that racist bitch. Like, what a racist ass thing to say. What the fuck? No, you know what's funny is darker skinned people have been taught that you stink, so you need to get in the shower and wash your ass. White people, you know what's funny? I know you haven't read a book, literally fucking ever. Can you guys believe people like that can vote? People like that can vote and make decisions. Like, it's fucking nuts. What's crazy about that to me is if you even look even at a top line level of history, right? Just very basic level history. There are many, many, many documented accounts of Native American people, indigenous people that were colonized violently when white people fucking came here, where they were recording their findings about white people, pale-skinned people, right? Saying that they could not believe how much they stank and how bad their hygiene was. They literally were teaching them how to take a bath, how to wash your ass, how to wash your hair. A lot of them were saying their hair was disgusting and their mouths were disgusting, like their teeth were rotting and falling out.
Think of how, like, when all of them came over here with indigenous people and they poisoned all of them.
Yeah, they brought a lot of venereal diseases that none of them fucking had here,
because
obviously.
They showered.
Yeah, and they literally were like, they stink so bad. Like, in these accounts, they're literally like, they smell so terrible. And you guys, and that's the irony, isn't it? Is that they are depicting indigenous people as being uncultured like Neanderthals, and they're going, get in the water. You stink. Get in the fucking water.
When I'm watching Chief of War, when they're showing the indigenous people all living together, I'm thinking in my head, I wonder what they're eating and like what are they making? You know, when I'm watching, when they show the pirates on the boat, I go, it stinks. It stinks and it's gross. And there's STIs aboard and it stinks and it's gross and I hate it.
And they're like, look how cultured we are compared to these people. Also, there's also a part in Chief of War. It's not a spoiler, but there's a part where he's wearing pants, right? Yeah. And his family is like,
Katyana,
yeah. He's wearing pants, and his family's like, what the fuck are you doing wearing pants? Because, you know, they all wear the little chonies.
Yeah.
And then he's like, he says to them, white people are obsessed with covering up their genitals. It's weird. Oh. And then the brother goes, well, then how do the women know who's big and who's not? And then he goes, I guess it's a guess. And they goes, maybe that's why they wear the pants, so no one can tell. And he goes, oh, and then when on their wedding night they find out, then that sucks. And one of them's like, yeah, you should probably start wearing pants. Like, they're like razzing each other. And then he goes, all these women know I have a hammer. I said, okay,
that's enough.
All right. But even then, like, they're like, yeah, can you believe it? Like, these people are fucking, they care so much about shit like that.
Well, they have to wear pants because it's gross over there and you need to cover your skin.
Thanks. I can't believe a bitch like that would be racist and then be like, you're mad because I'm stinky and I have a boyfriend. I'm mad because you're racist. You also happen to have a boyfriend.
Happen to smell like shit.
You also happen to have a boyfriend and be stinky, which probably means he stinks too.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine what he stinks like. What does he smell like? If you stink like that, like, fuck. And then her to be like, I think you guys were just like, as if bathing is like cultural.
Which, to be honest,
you know what? You're right. It is.
It is.
You're right. It is. It is.
We've talked about this on the show before. I think that every white friend I've ever had, I've shown them washcloths.
Yeah, same.
They don't do loofahs. They just do hand and butt. I'm not doing that.
Then not even washcloth. Like, washcloths work too, but like, I personally like the gloves. But like, when I tell you my mom and my dad too, like, they were so anal about cleaning, like being hygienic and being clean.
All my cousins, like, all growing up.
Yeah.
We go to my grandma's house. We have to go take a shower.
Yeah, they're like, get in the fucking shower. Like, everybody, we've been raised that way. Many people of color were like, even when I watch like sometimes I'll watch. I have a couple like mutuals who are moms, and they'll do get ready with me in the morning with their kids, and everyone's going back to school.
Yeah.
When they're a Black family, I see them wiping their face with washcloths. I see them brushing their fucking teeth, putting like they're like 6 or 7 years old. They're putting Vaseline on their face, right? They're putting chapstick on their lips. They're brushing their hair, like all that shit. I see that shit all the time. That's why I was like, yeah, maybe you know what? You're right. It is cultural. And you think and that's the irony to me is that white people, like I just said, you inherently think you're better than others, even if you're not willing to admit it or subconsciously haven't admitted it.
I love when I've seen like Black creators show white people how to take a proper shower.
I agree.
Because I think that's cool. You can still learn. I'm not saying you don't know how to do it, you're gross. If you want to learn, I think
it's only gross when you choose not to do it
and not learn.
If you don't know
yeah,
and you just are like, oh my God, I didn't know, that's one thing. But or if you're like, does anyone else just like never wash their ass? And then people go, no. And then they're like, you guys are jealous of me because I have a boyfriend. Then I can make fun of you because you're insane and racist. Clearly, what the fuck?
She did private her account, which makes me laugh.
Good, I would too. Stinky ass, stinking ass, stinking ass. Okay, let's talk about the chummer.
The chummer I trim pretty.
The chummer I trim pretty. Let's talk about that.
First of all, belly and tapered jeans and all black Solomons. The costume department hated her.
I can't believe you didn't give my girl a white Solomon. They even have a little like rainbow thing.
All right, friends, we're going to take one more quick little break, and this is with our friends at Rocket Money. A lot of people aren't aware of how much they spend each month. Do you know how many subscriptions you pay for? What about how much you spend on takeout or delivery? It's probably more than you think, but there's an app designed to help you manage your money better, Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. If you've got a goal you'd like to save for, Rocket Money can analyze your accounts to find the best time each month to put extra money aside. Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you. The app automatically scans your bills to find opportunities to save and then goes to work to get you better deals. They'll even talk to customer service so you don't have to. Get alerts if your bills increase in price, if there's unusual activity in your accounts, or if you're close to going over budget, and even when you're doing a good job. Rocket Money's 5 million members have saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, with members saving up to $740 a year when they use all of the app's premium features. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Download the Rocket Money app and enter my show name, 2 Idiot Girls, in the survey so they know I sent you. Don't wait. Download the Rocket Money app today and tell them you heard about them from my show. Now, back to the episode. Or a high top any type of white sneaker. We were talking about this.
I know a lot of people were like, why am I watching this bitch run around Paris for 18 minutes?
Yeah.
Which, like, yeah, was that my fave? No.
No, it was we called it a filler episode. Yeah. It was like a palate cleanser.
Well, also, is that, like, realistic in any way, shape, or form?
What?
No. Getting your shit back?
Oh, no.
No way.
No.
Especially not alone.
Attention.
Yeah, especially alone. It's like she turns into that. She for real was that pickpocket lady. Did you see that lady in Italy? Oh, that's what you're saying?
Oh no, I'm talking about the one that would announce him in Italy. Attention, a pickpocket.
And pickpocket. Yeah. No, I'm talking about
I think that lady ended up being horrible. Sorry about that.
Anyways, no, the American
holding
lady.
The pony. I'm getting my shit back.
And then she was like screaming in her face, and she goes, "I got 8 kids, honey. You gotta have to try harder than that." I said, "Damn. America, rah!" When you watch that shit. That was her. That was Belly with her shit. I'll tell you what, if I was her, I got to that club, I found my backpack, and then she's like, "Hello, that's my backpack," and the guy's going in her face.
I'm like, I'm cocking back like that. It's not even a punch like this.
No,
like,
I told this
doing it like
when she was better than me, walking up and tapping him on the shoulder. Yeah. I would have swung this way, knocked his bitch ass out immediately, and ripped my backpack off that body, and I would have stood over him and been like, "Steal my shit again, bitch." Yeah, you fucking thought, huh, bitch?
I also thought that she is really dumb for doing that, for leaving her bag like that.
She's just turning her back. Yeah. Well, let it be another reason why she shouldn't be in Paris alone.
Why? He took that, not her suitcase. Okay.
I thought the same thing. I would have rather if you took my suitcase.
Because I gotta wheel this shit around.
Yeah, because at least the other one I could put on my back and run, But now I gotta
She's like, who was it in Love Island that was spinning it around like the suitcase and it was playing that song? I came here for love, and he's spinning around. Is it Cordell? It's a boy. I remember seeing videos of it last year.
Maybe, yeah.
That was her in the club.
No, but she's like, when she I told him I would have when he turned back around, I would have been like, Like I would have dragged him to the fucking ground and slid it off of him really fast. Or I would have picked him up because he was so small and picked him up like King Kong, and I would have tossed him
off the balcony.
Yeah. There's no police there. It's an illegal party.
I'm allowed to do whatever I want here.
I'm American. I can do it.
I can do whatever I want.
It's fine. No, I know. I told Billy. I saw a meme that was like, I love how the rules of travel don't apply to Belly because she has a lot going on right now.
Yes.
I'm with that too. And her wanting to save the ring and all that. I will say them taking care of Jeremiah, I thought was fucking sad. Like I
felt really
it was fucking sad.
Him.
And then when they clocked Taylor and Steven, my prized horses, my Shaylas, I'm rooting for them. Mm-hmm. I'm rooting for those hoes. Like they both were holding it down this episode. Once again, they're carrying everything. Even when they were telling him like, get out of here to Conrad.
Well, at the bar, the night of the wedding.
Yeah. Well, and then when Steven saw him at the house, he was like, oh, I was about to bring this to him.
The way that dad was like, Conrad, you go check on him.
He's like, well, you go take care of him.
You have stuff to do.
He goes, I don't care what he says. I bet she left him. He's not even here. He's acknowledging how devastating and humiliating that must be and going like, and he's probably lying. And Adam, like, that's the dad's name, right? When he was talking to Conrad,
he got his ass. He got him a little.
Don't make me like the guy. Yeah. Like, don't make me a fan. When he was saying, like, yeah, because you made everything worse. He goes, exactly. And that's you.
That's what you do.
Even when he was first going, like, I told her I loved her or whatever, and then cut back to the dad's face, he was going, what? Like, Donovan, when he came out to him.
I told Donovan I'm in love with a girl, and he goes, what?
As he's grating cheese.
Yeah, no, chicken. And then he goes, does that make you a lesbian? I went, no, I was. Hey, we all realize things.
Yeah, it was also Jeremiah when he says, don't fucking call me again.
Yeah.
I'm going to be real. Like, I felt the conversation needed to be had, yes. But also, like, I also thought, what was the point of calling him then? Mm-hmm. If not to get back together, what was the point? Better. Right. So that's why I was like, that is fucked up. And you did deserve that. Mm-hmm. Because, like, that's fucked up to do. Like, he's under the impression, answered on the first ring, mind you. I would have at least gave it a couple. You know what I mean? I would have let it ring a couple times.
Like, I get that she has to take care of herself. Like, she...
Yeah, I agree. That's what I said. I agree it had to happen.
No, that's what I'm saying. So, like, if she's like, okay, I got to stay in Paris. I need to figure out what I'm doing, whatever. She doesn't need to call him and tell him that. That's mean.
You could have a proxy do it. Yeah. Like, you could tell Taylor.
Yeah, and be like, she's going to stay in Paris because she's got a lot, like...
And then text him, I'm really sorry about everything. Like, some shit like that. Like, I think that would have been... Calling him to just solely make yourself feel better... And then she's like, whoa, pump the brakes, buddy. Yeah. And then when he was all of a sudden showered in his best digs and he's like looking at that gift in the house, when he was like, oh, perfect. You're up. I told Billy, he's turning into the Joker. He's got an evil look in his eye.
And maybe him and Big Red Bird or whatever the fuck that is.
I hate that character. I'm sorry. At the bar when he was... if I'm Denise, I'm
how
like...
How many times is he going to bring up spring break? Like, he's
I don't
jealous.
know. And every time he says that, I'm going to be like... if I was Denise, I'd be like, can you shut your fucking mouth for like 2 seconds? Can you literally be quiet for a fucking second? Like, he's like, nah, fuck it. Which one of these boys... There's boys and girls better looking than Belly, which is a fucked up thing to say. Her brother's right there.
Yes.
And the love, and he has said many times she's the love of his life. So calling her fucking ugly is a lie and also not helpful. Mm-hmm. But he's like, yeah, you know, I hate that character. He's the new Cam Cameron to me. and honestly, during this season, I wish Cam Cameron was back. That would be a funny ass plot twist to throw him in there. But now he's like, yeah. Wait, hold on. I just remembered.
Oh yeah, tell him.
I need everybody to recall. When we first started watching this show, before terror struck us.
This season of
this show. We were wearing the Mario hats, I think in
so.
This episode.
We were either wearing them. We filmed 2 in that room.
Yeah, so no, I think it's in the one where we're wearing the hats.
You're right.
And I said, he's giving this guy.
Jeremiah is, yeah.
Jeremiah's the version of Jeremiah that is in this season.
Yeah.
With the exception of the last couple episodes, sure. Right? in the scene where she's outside the club in Paris and she's trying to get in to get her backpack, and she runs into her friend who's waiting for her girlfriend, and she pretends to be the girlfriend. He goes, "This your girlfriend?" And she goes, "Yeah." And they turn back to look at him. They separate. What does the guy do? I don't want to say I'm a witch, dude. I don't want to say the Summer I Turned Pretty is watching me. I just want to say I don't think that's a coincidence.
Well, and I just want to say, too, that if they were watching us, they would have let them get married and made Belly be faithful to him. And not have made him so fucking corny and irresponsible this season.
Well, that's why I'm like, at this point, I really do hope. I told Billy, like, I really do think at this point she's going to choose the Summer. I really do think she's not going to end with either brother. I do think that. I think they're both going to come to Paris at different times, maybe reconcile the two of them, maybe let her go, and then they're going to part ways and maybe come back together later on. Like,
sure.
And then maybe there's some boof ass epilogue where Conrad's like, hey, and then they cut it. That's possible too.
Wait, that was a really good impersonation of him. Hey. We're talking about this on the phone. We were saying, why does he always look so bewildered?
Yeah, I was like, why?
He just woke up 4 seconds ago.
In every conversation, he's befuddled. What's going on? Everything, it's like this.
Wait, they do Jeremiah.
And Jeremiah's always like this. Or he's always like this. When he's sad, he looks like
Steven.
Steven? I'm trying to think. Steven's like this. Because he's chilling.
Yeah.
Steven's chilling this season. Like, he's like my dog. Honestly, he's my favorite character aside from Taylor.
Which is so funny because I've notoriously hated him every season. But I do love him.
When they're like reconciling and talking, and then he says, like, that doesn't mean I think you're worth it to me. And she starts crying. I thought that was so sweet and so beautiful. For all the hard-headed bitches out there, that was really speaking to me, to my spirit. I was happy for them. Did I fast forward their makeout sesh? Yes.
I at one point was like, all right.
I told Billy, I was like, yeah, okay, all right. And I was like, 10 seconds. I
also was so excited for it to end because I was going to smoke right after. So I was like, okay.
Yeah. And I'm going to be so honest, team. Like, because they're supposed to be young, it feels creepy.
Yes.
It feels creepy to me to watch it. So that's why I'm like, let me just.
That's how I felt when they showed her put Jeremiah's hand on her boob in the car.
Yeah. That's one of those where I'm like, because I'm feeling strange watching it. I'm like, these are my babies. These are my children. So it feels, that one I was kind of like, all right, happy for you though. Also, I'm really loving Steven and Denise being homies. Yeah. I'm fucking with that. I think that's sick. But yeah, kind of a lot but nothing episode.
Yeah.
A lot but nothing. So I'm interested to see how much further we get down the line, like what happens. But I do think the next episode, they'll probably both come to Paris in some regard.
The brothers?
Yeah, I think so. And maybe they'll meet up there and hopefully reconcile. And then I told you, time jump.
I want the brothers to make up.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, I think that the next one, they might make up with each other because they are more important than her. Like, to each other, they should be, right? They're brothers. And their mom's not here and their dad sucks. That's why even at the end of the episode when his dad was comforting him, I was like, well, don't make me a fan of that guy. But I told Billy, I was like, the dad, though, is one of those that, like, it's like you can hate him and you have every right to hate him, obviously. But he's, like, really honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's very like, yeah, I'm terrible and I've made terrible choices. And that's one of those where it's like, well, it's not really that fun to hate you because you, like, know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, damn. But we shall see what happens. I do think in the end she's going to get some fuck-ass letter from Conrad, but, like, whatever.
Sure.
But, yeah. Maybe she'll orchestrate them reconciling.
Oh, Belly?
That would be big of her.
It's the least she could do for
yeah, shit. Like, if she, like, yeah, you guys should come. And then she'll be like, you guys need to make up. And it can't be about me.
Because you guys have to think that, like, if she was really so much about Jeremiah, which obviously she isn't. She's about both of them.
Yeah. She was about him to an extent.
Yeah, then she would have never entertained Conrad in any way. Like, if I got to the cousin's house and saw he was there, I would have told Jeremiah.
And asked him, like, do you care if I still hang out here, or is it weird?
Yeah, and if it's weird, I'll go home or something. Yeah, I'll figure it out, or he'll, like, you know, whatever. Yeah, like,
but she was dishonest, and she admitted that, and that's another reason why she was like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you got me.
Okay, so we're doing hot takes on movies and TV shows still. Okay, and then this is our official announcement. We will be hosting an event, a live event with us on our Patreon on September 17th. We'll have like a flyer and stuff.
Which is not just the eve of my birthday, but also
the Summer I Turned Pretty finale will be we will be live streaming it. You'll be watching us react to it.
Yes.
And it will be on our Patreon.
Yes.
We'll have like the time and like the link and whatever if you have to register. I don't even know how it works. Joe Patreon and Carrie are gonna help me with it, and Alex. But we will have it posted on our Instagram, and if you're on the Patreon, you'll get an email with all the information on it so you can register and all that good stuff. But
yep, and we are going to finish this horrible marathon together.
We're going to make it to the end, team. Don't worry.
We're going to finish it together as God intended.
Just as God intended. Okay, so we're going to get into some of these hot takes on movies and TV shows that y'all sent in. This one's anonymous. She said that she thinks Parks and Rec is better than The Office. I think it's subjective. I've watched both. I personally enjoyed Parks and Rec more, but I do really like The Office.
I think they're apples and oranges.
Yeah.
Like, they're the same format, but they're very different in terms of rollout. Also, I haven't watched Parks and Rec like all the way through. I've only watched like bits and pieces of episodes. Mm-hmm. But The Office is one of the greatest TV sitcoms of all time. And Parks and Rec was a reheated nacho version of that, I will say. But not in a bad way, though. They were just they were reheated, but they were delicious. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So like the format and everything is almost identical. They just switched up the place, the like profession, and just the characters. But everything else is almost identical. You know what I mean? Like in terms of format.
It's filmed in a mockumentary.
Yeah. So it's and nothing had ever been done like that before about The Office. So like I can't say that Parks and Rec isn't better than it because I haven't watched it all the way through. I do know Parks and Rec is fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Was it good all the way to the end?
Yeah.
So was The Office. That's how I felt about The Office.
I watched The Office all the way to the end, and I didn't mind how it ended. I thought
it ended beautifully.
I remember I never watched the last two don't have him in it, Steve Carell, or is it just the last one? I forget.
No, because he's in like one of the last two because he shows up. He surprises Dwight.
No, but I'm saying he wasn't like like him and Holly move, and then is he gone for the last two seasons? I know he comes and makes like guest appearances.
No, he's gone. Yeah, he's gone for like I think the last two. Yeah, okay. I believe.
And I thought it was gonna suffer, and I watched it, and I still really enjoyed it.
No, it was still just as funny. And which is hard to do because they built that entire show around Steve Carell. So like the fact that they could keep it going. What I will say though about The Office at the end, there were a couple plot lines that I thought were stupid, and pointless. And one of them I know for real, it was the part where they were trying to insinuate that Pam was gonna cheat on Jim.
Oh, with the camera guy?
Jim was gonna cheat. Yeah. Jim was gonna cheat because he was gonna think that she was cheating with the sound guy, which remember I told you was the most pointless storyline ever.
I didn't understand that after everything they had been through.
Yeah, exactly. Especially since she technically cheated on Roy with Jim, like that was another thing. And so I remember seeing somewhere that John Krasinski literally said he was going to leave the show if they wrote that line in, because that plot line, because he was like, after everything you put those two through, you're going to make them cheat on each other and hate each other in the end. That's stupid. Mm-hmm. So then that's why that plot line goes nowhere. Mm-hmm. That's why it dies in the middle of randomly, because he refused to come back if they did it. And I think Jenna Fisher had said the same thing. Mm-hmm. So they were like, okay. And so I will say there were a couple clunkers like that of storylines, but the episodes were still really good and still really funny. Because even the one where she first starts fighting with him and gets close to the sound guy is when Cece has lice. Yeah. And she brings it to the office. That entire episode is so funny.
I was gonna say, I remember I loved how Parks and Rec ended. I remember I was sad and it felt different because it's the show was different at the end. Yeah. But I did really enjoy it. And I've always I think his name's Ben Wyatt. It's Adam Scott. He's so sexy to me, I cannot explain it to you. And it's literally because of Parks and Rec. That is if I could meet a masked lesbian who acts like that, that's perfect right there. And everyone's going to diagnose me in the comments. But I loved Parks and Rec. Yeah. It was my favorite. And
it is very funny.
I think we've talked about this on the show before, but that was literally, that was our jobs post-college. Was literally what they're doing in the show. I'm not joking. We didn't work in the Parks and Rec department of the city, but we worked. It was the
exact same thing. All the shit that they do in the show, that's what we did.
When they have the town hall meetings and there's always that guy that comes to complain about why we can't have a nudist park because they're always talking about parks, and they're like, get out of here. Yeah. Or they do this it's on a time machine. What's the thing where they you put stuff in it and they bury it?
Oh, time capsule.
Yeah, they did a time capsule, and it was supposed to be like one thing that represents the whole town, and then everyone, like, she just starts saying yes to everyone. Yeah. So they have to make it even bigger. So there's like someone who wants to put all the Twilight books in there because they're like, this is the most important piece of media. It's just so funny. I loved that show.
Yeah, that show is very good. In my opinion, apples and oranges.
Yeah, I think
I think that's fair to say Parks and Rec was better. I think that's fair too, especially because some people, the first few seasons.
I was to say it's a lot less hard to watch.
The first, I remember they had said something too about Steve Carell's character. They had to pivot him after season 1 because he was aggressively unliked. Like many people fucking hated him. So they had to make him, I think what they did instead was they made him a lot less creepy because he was really creepy in the first season, like towards women and like perverted in a way that like he doesn't realize but does, you know? So I think they just cut that entirely and then made him just like
awkward,
annoying.
Yeah,
like he has the curse of annoying, which is funny because it can be endearing sometimes and very annoying most times. So yeah.
Okay.
Fair take though.
This next one's from Haley. She said Zootopia getting the Oscar over Moana was the biggest BS I've ever seen. I love both movies, but Moana facing Te-Fiti was one of the best movie moments of all time, period. That's Parks and Rec and The Office to me.
Yeah, they're apples and oranges, but I'll say this, because you would think that we would be like, yeah, because it's Moana. I obviously have much love for my PI sister, but I will say I wasn't the biggest fan of the Moana storyline, the first one. I didn't mind the Te-Fiti part. Like, it was everything else that I really didn't like the crab and the fucking, like, the coconut kakamora, but the coconuts. Anyways, my point being, like, that I really didn't care for that storyline, more so the way they changed that narrative about them. And then also, you know, it felt a little... I did like the movie, obviously, but it's just... I would have picked Zootopia.
Yeah.
If we're going based off like storyline, because Zootopia is also a very important movie about like race and systemic oppression and like, you know what I'm saying? Like gentrification and all of that. Like I thought Zootopia, just like Elemental, is very similar to that. Like it deals with very much larger themes and makes them more kid friendly. You know what I mean? So I honestly probably would have chosen Zootopia if I had to be real. I was blown away by that movie when I first watched it.
Me too. Sobbing.
It was blown away by that movie.
I'm excited for the second one.
Me too. So I liked, yeah. But I get why people really love Moana. So
I get it too.
People really, really love Moana, so I get it.
This next one's from Allison. She said, High School Musical 2 is the best one. I will not take questions.
That's T. You're right. It is.
Yeah, you are.
You're right. It is. I'd say
I loved 3 too, though.
3 was fantastic. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. And we went to the theaters and saw it when it came out in theaters. But yeah, like 2 is just superior in so many ways. Storyline, drama, the outfits, the choreography, the music. It was eaten down.
I was gonna say production value on those 2, you could tell.
Yeah, obviously the budget was quadrupled. Yeah. Kenny Ortega was in the bag of a lifetime doing the High School Musical movies. But the third one is so good too. The third one has some bangers too. Good. The third one, when they dance on the rooftop,
I was just thinking of that.
I swear,
because I wanted that whole outfit she was wearing with the little fuck ass heels.
I'm not kidding when I tell you I went through a sundress phase after I watched that one. I'm not even kidding. I
have this dance?
I was looking for the most perfect sundresses because in High School Musical 3, that bitch is fitted down. She has a dancer shoe for every matching sundress, and her hair, her extensions. Ooh, they were eating so bad.
I was gonna say my hair looks like hers in the second one.
And my hair looks like hers in the third one.
Yeah. Before and after.
She grew a 26-inch bundle in one summer. From 1 year to the next. No, you're so right, because she had like a little black bob. Yeah. Yeah. And her outfits in that one are so good. See, in that one
she's wearing the
white one with the pink.
Well, that too, but is that what she's wearing? When she says I gotta go my own way.
That's the green top.
Green and pink one. Yeah.
No, it was green with like flowers because I had a top that had a similar pattern.
Yeah, but were the flowers pink or no?
Some of them were, yeah. It was like pink, yellow, blue, like.
Yeah, I think every girl ever dressed like her that whole summer.
In High School Musical 2, she was all about capris and a flat.
Yes.
In High School Musical 3, sundress and a little dancer heel.
Yeah. I was like, they're literally the heels that the girls on Dancing with the Stars wear.
Yes, as I said, a little dancer heel. Yeah. Like, that's why, oh my God, her fits were so. And Sharpay's always fitted down. Like, yeah. Even in the first one, Sharpay was eating. Mm-hmm. I can't remember if I've said this, but the first movie, she wears these little fuck ass heels. They
Gabriella.
Look like, Gabriella. Yeah. She looks like it looks like a little fucking Mary Jane almost. Mm-hmm. But it has a little heel. She wears them the entire fucking movie. You don't catch that bitch in another shoe.
That movie, she's always running everywhere.
Yeah, and she's always in that black heel. I'm not kidding. It's the same shoe. And I remember because it looks like
a Margiela almost. Without
the tabby toe. But like, I was obsessed with that movie. I watched it forwards and backwards. I loved that movie. And I would study that bitch's shoes because I told my mom, I want that shoe for graduation. I think I was in like 8th grade or something. No, I was younger than that.
You were 5th grade.
I was like 5th grade. Yeah. And I was like, I was going to have my 5th grade promotion. Mm-hmm. And I was like begging my mom, please, can you help me find these shoes? Like, I need them because I loved a heel. I wanted a heel so bad. And I thought like, okay, that's a suitable heel. Like, that's a heel I can wear. When I was watching it, her fits in the third one though. She wears this outfit when she's when they break it off because she's going to her summer program, right? Like for college or whatever, because she's smarty pants. And then she's singing about like, you know, whatever the fuck. And you know when she walks out the front door and she's like, mm-hmm. That outfit, she has like a little mini skirt and a little top. Oh my God, so good. And she always had something in her hair that matched,
like when she's top or something, yeah.
Or like a little headband, or like little barrettes, like when she wears that white cotton dress and she has the little flower barrettes on both sides. Oh, or even at the end when they do the final number, they come back to do their final number, and then she's wearing that blue and red thing, and she has a little red like headband. Yes! Who was dressing that bitch? I need to know.
I know.
Who was costuming Vanessa Hudgens? For real, dude.
Okay, we're gonna do 2 more. This next one's from Melissa. She said, in Modern Family, Phil Dunphy was not a good partner or husband. He's constantly checking out other women and flirting with his own mother-in-law. He always makes Claire be the disciplinary parent while he's the fun one, and he's always demeaning or patronizing to Claire. Obviously, Claire has her issues too, but he's no hero.
I cannot disagree with you more if I'm being real. I agree that he has faults, but honestly, so does Claire. Like if
what she says at the end. Yeah.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like Claire does the same shit. The flirting.
Yeah.
She does the same thing. Like she's almost like obsessed with that as well. Like I don't like those demeanors being featured. Like I'm not a fan of them. But if I'm being honest, I think every couple on that show, like all the characters, they all have some semblance of that. And if I'm being in my screenwriter brain, I feel like part of that is to make them believable to some extent. Like they're like human, right? So like I would never do that personally, but a lot of older white guys would.
Sure.
Right? So like him getting nervous about around pretty women, I think is supposed to, I don't think it's supposed to be, oh, I'm going to hit on women that are not my wife. I think it's supposed to be, I get nervous around pretty women because he's a big dork. Like, I think that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, like the one where, is it Luke's bike gets stolen?
Yeah, and then that lady asks him to help her.
Yeah.
And he lies about it. And then he's spending the whole episode trying to cover his lie. And here's why I don't think he's not, the argument that he's not a good partner to Claire, I don't think is true, because there is an episode where he buys a record, right? And he that he lost his virginity to.
Yes.
It just so happened to be on.
I've seen this one. Yeah.
So he buys it, right? And he wants to listen to it, and then he feels so guilty that he destroys it, but in trying to get rid of it, he slices his hand open, and then he's making this mess, and then he misses the laundry guy or something he was supposed, because he was putting on him, and he was like, oh my God. And then he missed, and she goes, whatever you do, don't miss that appointment. And then he missed, and he opened the door. He's like, no, when he sees he missed it, and he's pressing his hand on the door, and he leaves it, and there's big red saw. So the whole episode, he thinks that she's gonna think he was cheating on her emotionally, which, like, first of all, more than I can say for Conrad, Jeremiah, and Belly, first of all. But second of all, he also does things like, there's a really great episode I watched recently again where Claire's working now, like, with Jay's company. And on their anniversary, he surprises her. and he gets the swing that they had their first kiss on in like the 80s, and he buys it off the person it was and had it shipped to their house, and he built it inside the house so that it's in the house when she opens it. And then she's like, oh my God, like this is the most thoughtful gift. And they carved their initials in the back. And so she's like, oh my God, okay, I gotta go to work. And then she leaves. And then he's like, all right, whatever she gets me, it's gonna be awesome. And then
she's a bad gift giver, right? Isn't
that like so she's notoriously bad. And the whole episode, he's like convinced she's gonna surprise him.
Is that with the singer that comes or is that a different episode?
No, that's a different episode. Okay. That was when she actually does forget. This one, she's making him think she forgets.
Yeah.
And then she finally, like, they meet up at a shitty diner, and then he's like, well, let me think, Claire, because the gift he gets her is a watch that doesn't work, right? And then she was learning magic the whole time. So she tricked him so she could do sleight of hand, change her outfit. And then she locks him to a table and then puts the key in his mouth. And he's like, I don't deserve you. But there's a part in that episode, I'm not even kidding, I recorded it because me and Billy were laughing so hard. He's like, oh, this whole time I was nervous that she forgot, but turns out she made a reservation for us. And he's talking to her secretary. And she goes, oh, that's nice. And then he goes, she calls her secretary and she's on speaker. And she goes, make a restaurant wherever, whatever restaurant has it. I don't care how bad it is. And then he's literally like listening. He's going, yeah. And then there's a part where he literally, I'm not kidding, he throws something that he's eating. He throws it hard as fuck at the wall across from him because he's so angry. And me and Billy rewinded it 3 times because it was so funny. Oh, look, here it is. Just cuts to the in that same episode, I think it's the same one. Cam is goes to meet Haley at the coffee shop that Alex works on, and they're trying to have coffee, but then he gets pissed because he sees this lady in there who has who looks similar to a lady that was at his daughter's recital the night before, and she held up a giant iPad, and so he missed a Lily's like solo. And so he's holding a grudge because that's like something he does is hold grudges. And he's like, I bet that's her. And they're like trying to figure out if it's her. And he goes, I would know. And they can't see her face. Like he can only see the back. And all he saw was the back of her head the night before. So he can't confirm anyways. And she goes, he's like, I know the back of a head I've seen before. And she goes, yeah, that's how you identify all your ex-boyfriends, I bet.
Who plays that girl?
It was Haley.
Oh,
Haley says it.
Oh, okay.
I bet that's how that. Yeah. How do you think you identify all your ex-boyfriends? And then he goes, okay, that is something that is really funny. And I will be using on Mitchell later without giving you credit. But there's a line. And Alex says something else that's kind of homophobic like that too later. And then he goes, can I just say both of you are turning into your mother? I love that fucking show. So I get what you mean though, because those parts fucking annoy me too, like when they're scheming. But
I mean, the whole episode where she goes to great lengths to get proof that he was looking at another woman when he pushes that cart into all those melons or whatever, which
like he was too busy talking to another woman and wouldn't admit he pushed the cart into her. Well, and that's why I say like I think it's supposed to be that pretty women make him nervous. That includes his wife. His wife is also someone who makes him nervous. Also because of what a hard ass she is. That show, dude. If I could recommend it to anyone, I would.
Okay, the last one we're gonna do. There's a lot of Twilight hot takes and a lot.
Interesting.
The few that I've seen today, are all saying that they knew that Jacob was never gonna get with Bella. Like he did not have a chance. And I also felt like that when I read
the books. I felt that way too.
Yeah. So like this one specifically from Rachel, she said Jacob really did not have a chance with Bella at all, both in the books and the movies. She just always was so wrapped up with and enamored by Edward.
I mean, that's true, and I think that's part of the reason why it feels like
it was too easy to know. Yeah,
and it's also like a very like David and Goliath thing with him. Sure. Like it's like there's only so much you can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, And that's why even when they have that conversation in Eclipse in the tent, and he's like, if you really love her, you'll leave and like let her be human. And he said, I tried, and it almost killed both of us, right? And then Jacob like admits like, yeah, that is true, but he's like, you didn't stay away long enough. Like I almost had her. Like I was gonna, fix her. And then he was like, right, but it's not meant to be. That's why I had to come back, right? So I think it was obvious, but in a way though that wasn't annoying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was in a way that was like, I don't know, maybe this guy could come back with something.
But then you were like, I don't know, I think they're just so much better as friends. Like you weren't like, it wasn't like Jeremiah and Conrad where you were like, they're both horrible, but I like this one more.
Well, and also she didn't sleep with Jacob. Like she just made out with him, and she was in love with him. She admitted that.
Sure.
But not in the same way.
No, I think she loved him. I don't think she was in love with him.
I mean, she said she was. You know.
And she's a hoe. So.
Yeah, mom's a hoe. But I think, yeah, that's fair. Even when I read the books, I knew. Yeah. I was like, there's no fucking way she's gonna end up. And I even in one of the cut downs from my episode with Ash Nico, I was saying like I was like always down for the Brown, obviously, but even as an adult, I'm like, well, they both look good. They're both obsessed with me. One lives forever and has a lot of money. You know? Kind of an easy choice sometimes.
Sure. And is like technically the same age as me, even though
technically speaking,
he was born a million years before
I'm about to be the same age as him, but
I just feel like Jacob was really immature. Like you could feel that when you're like,
it wasn't until he became a wolf. Obviously, I think once he became a wolf, that's when I think the playing field leveled. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When he was just the dorky friend that she was going to the movies with, which in my opinion he looked better because he had long hair.
Sure.
That I was like, there's no way this cuck thinks he's gonna make his way in there, right? But then like once he like became a wolf, honestly, and like had to mature,
the install on that wig too was kind of tea.
Not bad.
Yeah,
not bad.
Especially for the time.
It was like kind of bad, but not that bad.
No, I thought
all their wigs honestly looked pretty good. Like I would say. They were laid, like for sure.
I just feel like it suited him. Like it looked,
no, it looked great. Yeah. That's why I was like, put that motherfucker back in a wig. Like, are you nuts? Like, I couldn't believe that Stephenie Meyer wrote in the haircut thing. Like, that's just so, and also so blasphemous to make Native people do that. Yeah. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? If anything, they should have had no hair and then grown it out when they became a wolf. That would have made more sense to me. Mm-hmm. Especially because you're wolves, so like you'd have hair. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's kind of. Anyways, we're getting into the weeds. I do have notes. But yeah,
the movie came out a million years.
Yeah, it came out a million years, and the books came out even a million years before that. Yeah, I was with you on that. I never once believed that they were gonna end up together.
I hoped, but I knew. I read all the books too, so I was like.
But after I read the second one, I was like, this bitch is gonna be committed into an insane asylum before she fucking doesn't end up with Edward. There's no way.
Yeah.
After her fucking. When you flip all those pages and it just is January, February, March, April, or whatever the fuck.
It's a possibility.
No, there's no way.
Wait, actually, this is the last one we're gonna do. This is from Karina. She said, the day that Sid Carmi becomes canon in the show is the day I cancel my Hoops subscription. I genuinely don't know why people ride for that ship. Why would you do that to my girl?
I agree, and I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't think it's gonna happen. It doesn't make any sense.
Especially after this last season. Like they brought Claire back into the fold, so there's no way.
Their connection never felt romantic. It felt,
me either.
It
I don't think
very
so either.
Sibling-like, which I think is kind of the culture they maintain with throughout the restaurant and how they care for each other, like family.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's like best friends. Yeah, and it's like twins. Like they're opposite ends of the same person.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's why they balance each other's. I don't think it makes sense. They better not, but I don't think they will. I have more faith in those writers.
They have never talked about how old any of them are, so I'm always kind of thrown off by that too. Because when people were initially saying that, I'm all, she's like 19. I don't know how old she's supposed to be.
No, she's older than that.
But I don't know how old he is. I'm like, he's like what, 27?
So in the show?
Yeah, I think in the show.
I think so.
I want to guess that she's between 23 and 25.
I want to say she's like 25.
And then he's like 28.
Yeah, like closer to 30.
Yeah.
Here's who I think Sydney should end up with. That fucking
Marcus.
No,
the
British guy.
Yeah, the sexy guy with eyebrows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get into that. Yeah, no, not even Marcus, because her and Marcus are brother and sister.
I felt friend vibes.
Like
too.
They're very friendly, and I think they support. They're almost like cousins.
Yeah,
like they're like that's cousin. You know what I mean? Like to the two of them. I feel like, and then I think Richie's like paternal to her, obviously.
But he looks up to her a lot too, so I think like,
and I'm saying like how she sees him in real life.
Yeah,
I think that's like her older brother almost.
Her older cousin.
Yeah. And then I genuinely believe Carmi is like a fraternal twin. Like that's their established dynamic is they were born at the exact same time in the exact same womb, and they're just a little bit different.
They should not be together. I don't agree with that at all.
No way.
That makes no sense.
I have way more faith in those writers, but they better not do that shit. No. I don't think they will because they brought back Claire. There's no way. Like, and honestly, I was fucking with Claire in this season. At the end, it's boring, but like I was fucking with her. You know what I mean? Like, that's fine. I just always am like, get back to the restaurant.
Yeah.
But in this season, they weren't in the restaurant nearly as much, and I enjoyed it. So, like, I really loved it. But yeah, I have faith in the bear. I think they'll be okay.
I think so too. Okay, well, that's going to do it for this week's episode of Two Idiot Girls.
Yes.
Make sure you buy Drew's paperback book. It's already available everywhere. There's an extra chapter at the end of it.
Yes.
And if you want to get the audiobook version, she narrates the whole thing and the extra chapter as well.
Yes.
And then make sure you subscribe to our Patreon for exclusive content. And again, if you're part of our Patreon, you'll get to watch live with us the season finale to The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Yes.
Only on the Patreon.
Yes.
But other than that, we love you and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
That was a HeadGum podcast.